So I wanted to come on here and share a quick little testimony. It's 4:18 a.m. I have been up since 3:20 a.m. Those special hours, if you know, you know. But I wanted to share a financial testimony and how having faith in God. And here's the thing. This isn't the first time that God has come through for me. He does all the time. And as they happen, I think I'm just going to start sharing. But this is why I believe in God, and not just a God, Jesus Christ. Because I've tried the other gods, I've done the crystals, I've prayed to the universe, I've manifested or attempted to manifest, but there's something about the name Jesus, Yeshua. So let me tell you, and this gonna take a little vulnerability on my part, but this is called growth. And through Jesus and through sharing my story, right? A part of it is removing the shame. You know what I'm saying? My car loan is in default as of today. And as of today, either as of today, it's in default, and or like they would like start the repossession process if I didn't pay a balance of like, I think my remaining balance right now is like $320. It's not much, right? So within the past 4 weeks though, the balance started out as like 980. But each week, every time I get paid twice a week. I've been putting money towards the balance, right? So I paid a bit. I paid 60 on Friday. I paid 210 on Monday. Today's Wednesday. And then my next payday was tomorrow. I was going to pay the balance. But keep in mind, today, October 9th, is the day it officially goes into default. And they could either repossess the car for the remainder that I owe, like that 300 and something, or the remaining full balance of like $20,000. And baby, if they was gonna ask for that, they wasn't gonna see me that much. Me and that car was just gonna have to part ways. Good riddance. Praise the Lord. So a little bit of background. There's two background stories, right? Girl, you grown. How did your car go into default? Let me tell y'all. So earlier, a couple of weeks ago, for real, it hasn't even been a full 4 weeks. I just came out of a manic episode. My episode lasted from June really up until a couple of weeks ago. And a couple of weeks ago, I literally had a mental health crisis, y'all. I almost admitted myself into the psych ward. There's when I 50 my ass. And but God, I ain't make it that far. I ended up just going to church. I prayed to God. And there's actually a little clip of that of me crying in the car. But okay, I'm getting off topic. So when I'm in my manic episodes, there's a big part of it. I'm not working. I'm just playing life. I do not care about the bills that are due. And so, like I said, that lasted a couple months, and I'm playing catch up now. And it's not like I'm just playing catch up for these months. Like, how am I trying to explain? I already played catch up with my car note, and I'm basically playing catch up again. And so that's why I'm behind on it. Because in my episodes, I'm really not working because there's also self sabotage, there's hypersexuality, spending money I don't have, and also at the same time not working. So there's a little bit of backstory on that. Now, so that's why the loan is in default. Okay, boom. So also the funny thing is this car is a lemon. I bought this car last August. When I bought this car, I had to sell, I had a Beamer. I'm a very fly car girl. I had a Beamer. That's a testimony for another day because that car was a part of my identity and I did not want to let it go. But God, because this my humbling season right now. So if y'all knew me years ago, this a different version. Because that girl, Y'all don't really know me now. But okay. So I bought this car fresh off the lot, 13 miles on it. Within 30 days, I kid y'all not, the transmission was slipping and it was in the shop for about 3 months. My first two car notes that were due for this car, my car was in the shop. I wasn't even driving it. But God, so a lot of people would be like, oh no, baby, I was happy. Again, because what? I'm a fly car girl. This current car is a Mitsubishi. Very much from fly, very much from giving character, very much from giving main character energy. So when I got this car, it really wasn't something that I wanted to do, but it was something that I knew that I had to do. And it was just a part of this season in my life. And me splitting from my Beamer was a lesson for me, right? And it's also a lesson that if I'm being for real, I bought that car cash back in 2020 from selling cat. That's a story for another day though. So with me splitting from that car, I just have to have faith. Like I'm no longer in that industry, but I trust and have faith that God is gonna pull through like He always does. And if I can buy a car in the means that I bought it in, then I can definitely get a better car through Jesus Christ. But right now, it's humbling season, so we're going to have to take this Mitsubishi, bada bing, bada boom. Like I said, within 30 days, the car was in the shop. It's a lemon, so I actually have a lawyer, right? So to get to the point, if they repossess this car, I ain't getting no money. So also that was in the back of my mind. So I basically prayed to God. I think maybe like the end of last week, like, hey, this is what's going on. I don't know where the money gonna come from. Well, I do know where the money's going to come from, but a bulk of it, I'm gonna pay these people after the default date. And I've been in contact with my lien holder, which is Chase, and they've been very, very cool to work with. But even they said, after it goes in a default, we can't really do anything about it. But, put notes in your account that you've been in contact with us, bada bing, bada boom. So last night I'm going to sleep. And all yesterday, I don't want to say I was worried about it, but I almost felt like I should have been doing something more. But even last night before I went to sleep, I'm talking to God and I'm like, I have faith in you. I have faith in you. You always come through for me. And like, please remove this anxiousness that I feel because I didn't know where it was coming from. But I just felt anxious. And I'm just like, but I trust God. Like, even if they take the car, I trust in your plan. Like, I'm doing what I can. I'm trusting you. There's nothing else that I can do outside of let it go. I wake up this morning because I'm supposed to take my nana to the airport. So that's why I woke up at 3:20. I wake up. I check my phone for a split second, I think, to check the time. Y'all, I see a text message and it said, your account balance was like 1,000 and something. Now, yesterday, baby, the account only had about $30 in there. Enough for me to get some gas. And it said like 1,000 and something dollars. I said 1,000 and something dollars. Maybe that's a previous balance and they just ain't processed all pending transactions. Baby, I checked that account and I got a check in there for like 1,000 or something dollars. I was not expecting this check. It's a refund from school, and I just had to increase my financial aid disbursement to cover a tiny balance from last semester. I just did that like 2 weeks ago. I didn't know this money was coming. I had no idea this money was coming. And in addition, I've been tithing the past couple of weeks on faith because I already don't have enough money. Every time I get paid off rip, I tithe my 10% and I ask God for a renewed heart. That's it. I've just been practicing an act of faith in Him and He freaking came through. And when I tell y'all He comes through for me all the time, not the universe, Jesus, Yahshua. Give Him praise. That's my story.